In this video, we will learn the top 5 futuristic technologies that will rule the world. Number 1. Femtoscon Projection 2-Photon Lithography. 3D printing technology has yet to find a widespread use due to its high price point and slow print speed. For the average person, 3D printers remain too expensive. Meanwhile, businesses have not adopted them enough for mass production purposes. Researchers have developed a method that uses lasers to project millions of points simultaneously onto 3D printing material. This is different from how point-by-point printing works, in which the laser melts a small block of wax at a time. Because they are bad at branding, they call this process Femtoscon Projection TPL. To easily understand FPTPL, simply imagine using 1 million heated needles to strategically melt a block of wax instead of using just one needle. This means that incredibly tiny structures can be 3D printed much faster while still ensuring high-quality prints. How will it change the world? So far, the teams working on innovation seem to be focusing on flexible electronics and micro-optics, but I believe that rapid discoveries about materials will allow researchers to build tiny but unimaginable structures in the near future. If large-scale quality control becomes possible, it is easy to imagine that this technology will be used to develop medical nanorobots that can treat various diseases at the molecular level. Number 2. LIFI. What is it? LIFI technology uses light sources instead of microwaves to transmit data. The name says it all. LIFI aims to use light to transmit information from point A to point B. The technology works by encoding digital data and sending LED bulbs on or off faster than a human can perceive. The light then travels to photoreceptors that can decode the data and convert it to more classical radio frequencies like WIFI, 4G, 5G, and etc. There are many advantages to doing things this way. Because light is used, the speed of information transmission is very fast, theoretically up to 100 Gbits, 5 times faster than 5G. Moreover, the sheer number of LED bulbs already around us hints at the possibility of a future where there are cheap access points everywhere to receive data. After all, the light waves that LIFI is based on don't pass through walls, although they can be reflected by them. The risk of hacking is therefore much lower than with WIFI, but this severely limits indoor use cases. LIFI, on the other hand, requires you to be near a light source to work. Therefore, it has a very limited range and can interfere with other light sources such as natural sunlight. How will it change the world? To date, this futuristic technology is only niche, but has been hyped for 5 years in some circles. Barriers to widespread adoption are photoreceptor size and price. The most important use cases are therefore areas particularly sensitive to hacking and electromagnetic interference, such as hospitals, planes, military operations. There are also talks of unmanned underwater vehicles, streetlights, communication with smart vehicles, or even government services to citizens as the technology continues to be democratized. Number 3. Energy storing bricks. Researchers have managed to store energy in the cheap red bricks we've used in construction around the world for centuries. This process works for 2 reasons. Brick is porous and contains something called hematite, which gives it its color. To enable these bricks to store and then release energy, the researchers heated the bricks to 160 degrees and vaporized the surface with hydrochloric acid mixed with an organic compound called EDOT. When in contact with hematite, this mixture causes a chemical reaction to create a new plastic nanofiber coating called PEDOT. This polymer is encapsulated in the stone's porous surface, forming a continuous conductive layer on each side. The humble building block acts as an ion sponge, storing and conducting electricity. Currently, the amount of energy these bricks can store is still small, but the proof of concept has been overwhelmingly successful. A small lamp he can light for 50 minutes with 60 bricks, but it doesn't seem like a big deal until he realizes that it only takes 13 minutes for those bricks to recharge. It seems this future technology retains 90% of its original capacity with no change in charge, discharge rate even after 10,000 storage and retrieval cycles, resulting in longer service life. How will it change the world? The main advantage of this technology in the future will come when used in homes with solar panels. Bricks can store unused power and help make up for this renewable energy shortage. This makes homes more energy self-sufficient and less reliant on power cables and similar lithium batteries. Knowing that the next generation brick could increase energy capacity by 50%, discussions are currently underway with several companies in Europe and the US to consider commercializing it. Enough to charge your laptop. Only time will tell. Number 4. Exoskeletons. Exoskeletons have been around for years, both in popular science fiction and real life. But over the years, technology has become more impressive. Especially in the last few years, technology has become more accessible to young people. Atlas 2030 is described as a state-of-the-art mobile medical exoskeleton designed especially for children. Although not yet commercially available, the technology can help children in the future by providing a pediatric medical exoskeleton for the lower body. This can help children with severe neuromuscular disorders, cerebral palsy, or spina bifida gait. Number 5. Invisibility cloaks. A stretchable material called Metaskin may be used to create invisibility cloaks in the future. By manipulating electromagnetic waves, you can adjust your Metaskin to hide objects from radar. Radar uses radio waves or microwaves to detect objects. Developed by a team at Iowa State University, the technology creates a stealth cloak for radar equipment, trapping radio or microwave waves that evade detection by radar detectors. I hope you like this video. I will come up with more interesting video. Until then, stay connected.